Hey there, friends. Brian King here. I want to talk about one of the most important life skills there is, and that is self-advocacy. The ability to clearly speak up and ask for what it is you need to meet your needs and accomplish your goals. A lot of the younger kids with ADHD experience this need in school, in social situations, but a lot of them, or so I have encountered, are afraid of doing so because somewhere in their life or in their mind, they've decided to believe that to ask for what you need is going to open you up for a flood of criticism. They actually believe, some of them, in the extreme form, that people are lining up to call them idiot, stupid, worthless, whatever, simply because they asked for help. Now, I want to ask, honestly, from your own experience, when has this ever happened? Now, in my life, it's usually one of the jerks, one of the bullies that says idiot or says something under their breath. If that's been your experience too, one, this person is not in your friendship circle. This is not somebody's opinion that matters. And this is likely not somebody who's going to influence the opinion of your close friends because they already know you, they trust you, they believe in you, they care about you. They're not suddenly going to say, you know what, John really is a fool. Thanks to this moron for pointing it out to me. That he asked this question, my goodness, something must be wrong with him. That doesn't happen. The people that know you and are your friends already are not suddenly going to take away their support of you, and they're not going to think less of you simply because you spoke up. So the belief that this is somehow going to reduce your social capital simply because you spoke up for yourself is not true. And trust me on this. I want to hear from you. If you have experience that's other than what I'm saying, please let me know. But for the most part, the anxiety around this concern is manufactured right here. There's hardly any, if any, experience to back that fear up. So let me get that on the table. Now, let's say you want to self-advocate, but you have a hard time finding the language. You're not quite sure what to ask and how to ask it. Now, I want to help you kill two birds with one stone. Let's say you're an athlete or you're in some other competitive position. And I've met many young kids over the years that have ADHD and on the autism spectrum and so forth, who have difficulty finding the words. And because they're in competitive situations like sports, there tends to be some supposedly friendly competition between teammates, a little trash talking. So maybe if you do speak up and ask for something, they may rib you a little bit. And again, unless the person's a real jerk, they're not going to mean it. They're just going to play. But if your self-concept is a little fragile, you may take it harder when they rib you. So you're looking for a way, until you raise your self-esteem up, you're looking for a way to ask for what it is you need and get it while still maintaining that strong sense. Like you have it together, you know what's going on. And that's usually where I come in because I'm really good with language, especially non-confrontational diplomatic language. So I've helped a lot of these kids out to find the language they need to help them save face while get it is what they need. Now, when you're thinking in terms of ADHD, and speaking for myself and many of the kids I've talked to, there tends to be some slow processing, meaning you can get what's being asked of you by the coach or somebody else, but you may have like a minute or less lag time. So you need to stop for a second, think about it, let your brain catch up, then you know what to do. Now, if your coach were to give it to you a little bit at a time, let you take some action, then give you a little bit more, you can be more effective. So how do you ask for it that way without appearing like you don't get it, you're not paying attention, it's not sinking in? This is my recommendation. And again, I'm not expecting you or anybody else to have the same mastery of language that I do. That's why I teach it to you in a way that you can go out and utilize it yourself. For instance, you got slow processing, you've got poor working memory, which means a lot of instructions don't stick. You give two instructions, one slips out of your head. You need to ask again, excuse me, coach, can you give it to me one more time? I forgot. You're afraid of making statements like that because you're afraid of looking dumb. So this is what you do. I find I can get a lot of mileage from self-deprecating humor. So what you might say is, hey, coach, pardon me, but my legs move a lot faster than my ears do. Would you mind giving that to me one more time? Because I really want to make sure I understand what you want me to do. When you frame it that way, it's not a memory issue. It's not a processing issue. What you're asking for is clarification. I want to hear it again, coach, because I want to make sure I understand exactly what you need me to do. You see how when you frame it that way, you sound more responsible. You sound like you're more of a leader because you want to get it right. You want to make the coach happy by getting exactly what it is he wants you to do. And you can even repeat back, all right, coach, thanks for letting me know or repeating what it is you said. What you want me to do is do this, 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 and this. Did I get it right? Yeah, you got it right. Great, coach. I'm going to go out there and make you proud. You see how you can work around it so that it becomes much more about meeting the other person's needs, or showing to them that you actually were listening, that you just want to make sure you got it right. Because you and I both know that perception's not perfect, that we miss things, especially in our brains where we tend to space out, or things slip out because our memory isn't that hot, or because we're tuning in and out so fast we catch half of it but not all of it, and we want to fill in those gaps. We have to ask for what it is we need, because I promise you this. If you don't ask and you get it wrong, you're going to mess up and you're going to be criticized anyway. You ever notice that? You're afraid of asking for help, so you don't. You mess up because you don't have the information you need, and you get criticized anyway. Kind of makes more sense then to ask for what it is you need to increase the likelihood that you're going to get the results you want. And if you do that, you're less likely to get criticism because you performed more effectively. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about anyway, getting results. Whether it's in the classroom, whether it's on the field, whether it's just between two friends and you want to reduce the likelihood of a misunderstanding, you ask for what it is you need to get better results. And it's those results that are going to carry you through life to help you have better relationships, better employment, get into college, regardless of what the jerk says who's trying to help you feel bad about yourself. It's not about the social capital. It's not about making everybody happy or impressing the people that may not even be your friends in a year. It's about getting consistent results that are going to move your life forward. That's why you ask for what it is you need. So that's my 2 cents on this. Hopefully this is helpful. By all means, share it with somebody else you think can benefit as well. And leave some comments. Let me know your thoughts on this. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Until we chat next time, this has been Brian. Take care.